Sucker punches in desperation. Figurative punches, I mean. He apologized elaborately after bouts of anger, after errors, after outlandish deceptions, foolish decisions, all of which were frequent. Mom wasn't one to apologize. Mom was always right. But quietly she'd wear a tight dress he loved, or bake him one of the oddball pies he liked, gooseberry, mincemeat, quince, and the two of them were constantly up to their bedroom, where they made way too much noise, lovers till the end. Katie and I had a private world. The cellar was the crater made by the crash of our spaceship, the old stone stairs a rock climb to the dangerous new planet above. The object was to make it to the attic, collect the magic cloak, a sable cape that had belonged to our grandma, and get back downstairs unnoticed by the natives. Great fun during our parents' frequent parties. Mr. Cousins sniffing his way through Mom's underwear drawer, Mrs. Baumgartner slipping a porcelain bunny into her purse, the pockets of all those coats piled on the bed, unsafe from our alien feelers, diaphragms, strange syringes, once even a revolver, pretty pearl handle, polished steel barrel, chambers fully loaded. My big sister and I passed it back and forth, surprisingly heavy. On family trips back to Mom's Lakeside, Michigan from our corporate Connecticut, Kate and I were the backseat duo, barely a year apart, always some elaborate card trick or dance routine. No seatbelts, not in those days. The motel rooms we shared inspired proto-sex games. Monster in the Dark, Cannibal, The Blob, but at Sleeping Bear Dunes National Seashore, summer of 1964, Katie stopped playing. Later in the week, as we sat bobbing bored on a raft, she said, "I've got hair," and pulled the crotch of her suit aside briefly to show me. Frank kid. She was even then a girl who harbored secrets, parceling them out on a need-to-know basis. She was a shoplifter in junior high, a Freon sniffer freshman year, a medicine cabinet bandit after that, a dealer of hashish at times, small amounts in glassine envelopes. She showed me the way she'd shown me her pubes. Frankly, briefly with the understanding it wasn't for me. Before long I was making pipes for her from every odd material in the house, gifts in adoration, though I never liked to smoke. Also, and this seems more important in hindsight, she had what she called magnificent thoughts. Sometimes she saw the world as if from high above. Looking off bridges, she could feel her wings flex. Looking at the sea, she grew fins. These big moods were balanced by weeks of darkness, bleak pronouncements, irritability, furtive movements. Her most ironclad secret was boys. Tim Hayes was the only one I actually encountered, a kid I knew as the leather jacket guy. Home early from freshman football one inclement afternoon, I walked in on them, he naked, she fully clothed, still wearing her rain slicker, in fact. Her face flushed dark. Arousal filled her pink bedroom as if with smoke, stung my eyes and caught in my throat as I made my escape. I'd been seen. Later, Katie pledged me to secrecy. I made him strip. To what end, she didn't say. My sister was what I knew about sex before I dated. In fact, she was what I knew about girls, period. Lady Kate sank into a kind of simmering monthly funk that I knew to be womanly in some way. She gave off actual heat, owned special items, left spots of blood on the bathroom tiles. I came into the high school, as into a foreign country, looked to Katie for guidance, but very little guidance was forthcoming. Where I wanted only to fit in, she was falling out. To all appearances, we were a team, the clean-cut Hochmeyer kids, sharply dressed, serious students, successful athletes, sunny smiles, good deeds, and I believed in those things, felt them readily as our identity.